I'm Robrad78.
And I'm Fidget 1185.
And welcome to our Couples Therapy.
Welcome back to Couples Therapy, where we talk about this, that, and the other thing.
And if you're new to the channel, welcome. So, somebody's got a big vacay coming up, and it ain't me. Tell them about it.
Well, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'm going to Colorado to visit my sister and meet my little baby nephew. And I leave on Easter, which is Sunday, April 20th. Yes, I am very excited to go, but hate the mode of transportation in which I am taking, which is flying.
Which is walking.
Which is flying.
That would be horrible.
I'd never get there.
You probably eventually. Somebody would pick you up.
Yeah, and then I would never get there. I've seen enough horror movies to know how that would go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying. I hate it. It just gives me really bad anxiety. And then just going through the airport, I get very stimulated from it and overwhelmed. And, everyone, oh, well, just relax. And it's I try. I really try to, but once I hit that mode, I won't stop until I'm out of the airport in my sister's car. Yeah, it just sucks because of the area of where my sister lives in Colorado. I have to take 2 planes because 1 plane's not bad enough. Let's just make it worse and throw me on 2 planes. So I fly out of Des Moines, which is our main airport probably.
Yeah, one of our mainly only ones in Iowa.
Yeah. And then I fly from there to Denver. And then from Denver, take another plane to Colorado Springs. But looking at the thing I sent you with the supposed times and stuff of when I'm leaving on Sunday, it's only a 3-hour travel time. But still, that's 3 hours in the air that I don't want to be. There's something really unnerving about being, 30,000 plus feet in the air.
Gosh, bagosh.
But as I said before, though, no, I really am excited. It's been a long time coming. It's been 2 years since I've seen my sister.
Yeah, and you get to see a new family member.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen pictures, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. And this is your sister's only. So that's special too.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a trip that's been needed. Granted, we don't live next door, but at the same time, we were also doing our own little vacations. We're trying to have a little bit of our own time as well. But that's something we always have to figure out is when we're going to make sure you have time to go back home, and when it's appropriate or not.
Right.
Because
and it's just people got to understand that it's not just that easy. I just can't up and leave. There's a lot of planning that believe it or not, there's a lot of planning that has to go in.
I feel like your job's more lenient about letting you have time off than mine is.
Well, when I first put in the request for the time off, the Sunday that I'm leaving, which also happens to be Easter, my supervisor declined or rejected that day. And then I explained to him, I'm flying and I already have my plane ticket.
Yeah.
And okay, then I'll go change it. And he did. I had to resubmit it, the request, and then he approved it.
Yeah.
And I get it, a lot of people have families and stuff, which is why they want that day off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's well, either do it the day before or figure something out.
So obviously this is recorded before she goes on vacation, but when you guys see this, she will be already in Colorado.
Oh, and it was funny, before like things got, all the details got hammered out, my mom and we were talking on the way home for me driving from work one night, and she goes, basically asked like, do you mind, or like, would you care like if I came too, blah blah blah.
I got asked if your mom was coming or not. I was like, oh,
And
why would you?
and I was like, I don't have an issue with it. And so I was like, well, why don't you talk to her? Because like, I don't know, because like I didn't know if she just wanted it to be like a sister trip or whatnot. And so my mom talked to my sister. So Mama Fidge talked to Sister Fidge.
Sissy Fidge.
Sister Fidge. And and my sister didn't have a problem with it. So like, I'm super excited, because then, it's been
More family. You haven't seen her since Mother's Day?
Since I went, what was it, like last year?
Mother's Day last year.
Yeah, so it's almost
around
been
this time. Like,
it's almost been a year since I've seen my mom.
yeah.
And
To be fair, they were invited here. They just didn't want to come.
yeah, I mean, like,
Because I invited them over for the 4th of July stuff.
well, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be oh, well, with my new work schedule, that won't matter.
That's what I was going to say after you were done talking, is once she gets back from vacation, she will be on the same schedule as me, basically.
Yeah, so I'll be getting up like 4 a.m. Like, I'm gonna be switching from mid-morning, I guess you could call it, to straight up morning. Gonna be getting...
So what's going to be your routine? Because we got to figure out the bathroom situation. I still get up at 2:30, so I'm still up before anybody else. I am reign supreme of getting up.
Oh, shut up.
Well, and
that's
4
like...
a.m. in the weekends, I get up still.
Well, and that's something your mom had said, and or had asked me, and I figure since I'll be getting off at 3 p.m. by the, like, if like I need to shower, I could just do that when I get home. But then it's like in the morning of like, well, is she going to be in the way of me? Like, it's natural. What do you do first thing when you wake up? Or second thing, you get out of bed first thing when you wake up in the morning. You generally
I look at myself in the mirror and go, damn, that's good looking.
But you generally go to the bathroom, so we're going to have to probably figure that out.
Well, you could just do what I do and get up early.
It's going to be an adjustment anyways, because the day that I get back from vacation, or the day after I get back, I go right to work.
Dang right you do.
Yeah, at 6 freaking a.m. At 6 a.m. in the morning. And then, so I don't have that Monday off, but I'll have Tuesday and Saturday off, because my supervisor asked me if I could come in that Monday.
And since you're going to be off, you might as well.
But why does it matter? Like, if I'm off Monday or Saturday, that's still the same number of days.
Don't ask me. I'm not your boss.
All
I know is if you miss days, you got to come back and make yourself look extra worthy of being there. Because when I'm on vacation and then I come back, I make sure I'm doing 10 times more work than everybody else, just to prove that I got my spot in places.
But you always do 10 times the work anyways.
Maybe.
From what you told me, you do like easily like the work of like 3 people, or
sometimes.
Maybe I'm exaggerating, but yeah, like I feel like you do way more. Can you stop?
I do a lot.
Right.
Sometimes. But I can't say lately it's been a lot, because we don't have a whole lot of orders, and I've been taking advantage of going home early.
Right, and...
But that's because I have everything situated all right. Another nice thing about after this week is we're already paid the bills, so the rest of the month we're good. That's a good feeling to have. You're on vacation, you don't have to worry about a single bill.
No, but what's nice though is I'll get paid while I'm on vacation.
I usually get paid on vacation too.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of rough though, getting paid every 2 weeks.
Last time we went on vacation together is when we went to the Royal Rumble. And literally during the middle of our vacation, I got paid $250 from Epic Games, was it?
I think.
Yeah, that was nice. It's like, thank you, Fortnite creator code. Use RoRad78.
It's like
Sponsorship.
It's like you paid for our dinner.
Yeah,
night.
we had a fancy dinner. I don't know if I think we still had a little left over after that dinner. Like, I don't think we spent $250 there, did we?
Pretty close. I mean, it was
pretty expensive. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was $200 maybe.
right, but still, it paid for dinner.
It was good. We had good food there. Indianapolis, if you want some restaurants, message us. We know where to go. What was I going to say? How do you not know what I was going to say?
Because I'm not in your brain.
Crap.
But yeah, there's a lot of stress going on right now, and it's just mainly because of my anxiety. And you know, people are like, "Oh, well, just don't stress about it." Like that's like the worst thing you could tell someone. Like I've said before in a previous podcast, you know, like that's one of the worst things you could do or say to someone who's like has anxiety or is stressed about something. Like, oh, just don't stress about it. Oh, well, just, you know, and it's like people who say that, like, low key, like, I want to throat punch him because it's like, don't you think if I could do that, I would?
Flip the switch. No stress.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, when I first heard that you were going to Colorado, my
Yeah.
first initial thought was Home Alone. When he's like, I made my family disappear. And then he's like smiling, I made my family disappear. I'm be in the house doing my own thing. Freedom. Holla at you, boy.
No, nobody holler at your boy.
Yeah, they're going to holler at me. Yeah, I'm going to get so many things done.
Yeah, I've heard that before. When I get back, what'd you do? A whole lot of nothing. Unless that's what you plan on doing.
Maybe. Hey, I've been doing really good on content lately. I've almost got a full month where every day I have a short and every day I have a video that comes out. 5 a.m. my shorts come out, and at noon the videos. And I've done that every day. And that's not including the podcast. So there's 2 videos on podcast day. So I'm doing pretty good.
And see if we ever want to drive to Colorado. It's about a 12-hour drive.
I'm good.
I drive 6 hours. You
Yeah,
drive 6
right.
hours. I would.
You don't drive a single bit of the Indianapolis drive,
You never.
front or back.
You mean going or coming?
That's what I said.
You never once was like, hey, do you want to drive?
Sometimes it's not how someone says something. Sometimes it's how they don't say something. Like me saying, oh man, I hate this long drive. Could sure use a break. Or when you're like, oh, I would like to take a nap. It's like, yeah, some of us don't get that option.
Yeah, but I never did. I never did.
You get a little bit.
Oh, whoa, for like what? Like 10 minutes? That
10
wasn't.
minutes more than I got. I tried to sleep, but the car kept going off the strips. Yeah.
But regardless,
She wouldn't let me put it in cruise and just take a nap.
because that's not what it does.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, you could try it in your own car.
That's mine. But yeah. Exciting time for you. Go see family. Another cool thing is that, like, it should be nice weather there. So at least you're going at a good time.
Hopefully.
Is there anything specific you guys plan on doing there? Other than, like, I know you said something about looking at dresses?
Yeah, it's like one day, like we're doing that, looking at wedding dresses. I mean, not really. It's not just. It's not that easy anymore for my sister because now it's like if we want to go do something, it's like okay, well now we gotta pack up the baby. Got to make sure the baby has diapers, the wipes, and an extra
stay
change
with the boy.
With his dad.
Yeah.
Well, I know like one night, like we're going out to dinner, so like that's a whole like.
Right, but that's different. I was saying like if you guys were specifically doing something, you can't. Because like not saying this, but I know there's some families where like they don't let the dad stay along with the boy or something, or like
with
the
the
kids.
baby.
And
No,
like,
it's
because
not.
like they don't really want to take the responsibility of being a father. But I'm not saying that's this situation. I'm just saying.
No, that's not like how it is at all.
Right. I imagine you guys can get some time alone sometime. If they want it.
Right. Well, and I think like one night, me and my mom are gonna hang out with the baby so they can have like
the baby.
The baby. So, mom and dad can have a night out.
Right. I'm so glad I'm not in that situation. Like, my brother has a kid, and I am not the person they call to take care. That's my dad. I see her around holidays, though. She's also too young to really know anything about me anyways.
Well, right.
Usually it's not until they're like 2 that they start to form memories.
Right, but so you're saying when she turns 2, you're gonna like hang out with her more so she knows who Uncle Brad is?
Maybe. I grew up, there was a lot of uncles that I never really saw.
Right, but I don't know.
But I'll be around when they need me. But just not something that I'm like, I don't go out of my way, basically. But I will say that going to Colorado's got to be fun. I only been there once, and it was at the airport. Well, I think I went through there a little bit when we went to Arizona, but it was just driving through.
Oh, yeah. And so, from leaving from here, I go to Denver and have like a little bit of a layover or whatever. That freaking airport, holy cannoli. No, it's freaking huge. Every time like I go through that airport, I have to call my sister and be like, okay, I'm here and I gotta go here. How do I go about getting from point A to point B without
read the signs? I was there. I made it. How long in between flights? Because I remember I was sitting for like hours. Like
I don't think
2 or 3. I don't remember.
I don't think it's like super super long, but like I've had.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time. They got the little escalator thing. I just rode that all the way to the end because mine happened to be all the way to the one side.
Well, that's what I hate is because like you'll come in over here and then where you gotta go is like way like over here.
Yeah.
Like literally on the other side of the airport, and they expect you to get there in like 15, 20 minutes, and it's like
time. You'll be all right. But
yeah, and that's why I call my sister and be like,
see, I don't bother people about stuff like that.
But it's not bothering someone, and she's gonna be awake anyways.
Yeah,
Probably with the baby. It's not okay, but I'd rather bother her instead of ending up in the wrong spot and then being like, oh,
I'm off to Mexico. Arriba!
Or I missed my flight, so you and the baby are gonna have to drive from Colorado Springs to Denver, which is what they didn't why I'm flying, because it's too long for the baby to be in the car.
Yeah, I don't understand that, because, like, everybody I talk to has a baby. And they're like, because, like, I know we had issues with, like, newborn being on flight or whatever, too. And a lot of people say that they're allowed on flights. Like, I don't know. I'm confused.
Like people have...
I get it. It's her only child, so she's a little more protective than...
Well, right, but it's a good distance. I forget how long she said. It's like a couple hours. So it's like a couple hours there, then like a couple hours back.
I guess it's different when you live in Iowa, where everything's like a couple hours away from you. So you're kind of used to... Because, like, here in Minnesota, that's kind of what things are like.
Minnesota?
Yeah, here and Minnesota.
Oh. I heard here in Minnesota, and it's like...
And, A-N-D. Like, you drive hours just to go somewhere to do something. That's why I like staying at home. But, yeah. It'll be a good old time. You have to keep me posted on making it everywhere. Make sure you make it safe. Since you're going to be looking at wedding dresses,
Yes,
I think you should also talk to your mom about the venue or whatnot, because, like, if we're getting supposedly married next spring or early summer, we're going to have to, like, schedule that, like, now. Otherwise,
that's the whole point, is we kind of talked about what season we want, but we need to figure out a day, because my mom has been asked.
well, I've been telling you pick, because clearly my stuff's not in the picture. You and your mom gotta figure out what you're doing. She's paying for everything, I guess, so her and your dad. So, like, I feel like you guys kind of took over on that stuff.
Right,
I just gotta be there.
Right, but it's also gotta be a day that, I don't know, we gotta pull out a calendar and, like, figure out, like...
That day.
Well, I mean, that's one
on
way.
the edges of the calendar, so that way you get Saturday or Sunday, you're like, crap, it's on a Tuesday.
Right, but...
In the middle of December.
Ooh.
Outside.
No.
During a snow blizzard.
No, in that case, be like...
It's tornado season.
Like, no, we're not doing a big wedding. We're just gonna go down to the courthouse. Sorry.
Stand in the snow.
No, I would not freeze my butt off in the snow.
Wow, she want to do that for our undying love.
I would say, would you do it, but you have no problem. You'd probably show up in, like, short, I don't know.
Scuba diving suit. Dang you, Scuba Steve.
Well...
But yeah, that's something you need to talk to her about. You need to decide on that stuff.
Oh, well, and she's saying that's something you and I need to talk about, so...
Well, I'm all for whatever you say. You just tell me what dates, so I can tell my guys. The 3 people I'm inviting.
Oh my god, there's gonna
be like 10 people on your side, and there's gonna be like 3 people on my side.
Oh no, there's...
I'm not inviting everybody.
Fine, I'll just invite them for you. Don't worry, I got you.
You don't know everybody.
I got you.
You don't know everybody.
I got you. Don't worry.
Shoot.
So
I just need Kai, Richard, and Jason. My 3 broskies. And Sterling, now that he's back. So 4 buddies. I stand correct. Sterling's wife, 5 buddies.
He haven't met her yet.
So?
Oh, just
friend by association.
I was about to say friend by proxy.
That's right.
So
by the time the wedding happens, we'll be friends. That'd be crazy.
I still haven't met her.
Right. Well, we plan on doing a newlywed game against them, so that'll be fun content.
Right.
No scooters today, by the way.
I know, that made me sad.
Yeah, it wasn't in the budget. We gotta save for the trip. You gotta probably start packing tonight, huh? A little bit. At least get started, since you're gonna be working all the rest of the week. I would get started and make sure you get some toiletries and stuff while you're at work the next couple days.
Oh, I feel like really though.
As long as you got everything, I mean. I'm
Right.
just trying to make sure you're ready. Because we got to get up early, and I know you ain't going to want to move. I'm going to be all like, let's go. And you're going to be like, calm down, Jabrowski. You're way too hyped for 4 a.m. in the morning.
It's like, can I have some of that? Like, please?
No, I do not.
Mimosas.
I do not share.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, at least we have the Xboxes out here now. So when I can't go back to sleep, I just come out here and play until she goes back to work, and then I go back in there. And,
I'm sorry.
I don't always do that. Sometimes it won't be till like noon or 1, and then I go in.
Right, but there are times where you're being mean and like literally like you'll grab your phone and I feel like you purposely turn up the volume for like the loudest freaking video.
And you know why? Because then it wakes you up, and then I can.
But you don't.
Because I donkey kick you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Actually.
No, I don't feel anything.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Then why don't I have bruises?
You do.
No, you don't.
I do actually. No, I shake her and everything. I elbow her.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. She is a rock when she sleeps.
Okay.
She is a Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Don't ever call me that again.
That's not funny, Fidget. So, we left off. My phone ran out of storage. We're going to see if it's working now. It looks like it's fine. I don't understand phone storage crap, how it works. But, we're back. And we got flickery lights going. That's not creepy at all. Anyways. So, I'm not even sure where we left off, but I know I was comparing you to The Rock, and you loved it.
Me snoring, and then you saying, like, oh, I kick you, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I do. I give elbow drops.
No, you don't. Like, that's why I think
and then she complains, oh, you're always trying to wake me up. It's like, yeah.
No, yeah. I say that, okay, and I tell you to, like, you gotta violently, shake me. No, you don't.
Go like that.
That tickles more than anything.
Oh, I should wake you up then.
No, but it doesn't. Well, then find new tactics.
My new tactic is going out to the garage.
Yeah, but yet you still wake me up.
So?
So?
Not my problem.
Yeah, it is, because then I get to be grumpy, and then there's really no need for me to be awake 3.5 hours before my alarm. Oh. But just think, now that's not really going to matter.
I'm gonna sprawl.
Well, no, now that's not really going to matter when I get back from vacation because I'll be getting up.
It won't matter. Because I still get up way earlier than you.
Okay, and then, you don't wake me up every time, and then when you do, you know what I do? I turn and face the
opposite way of the lights. Because those who don't know, which is everybody, we have a whole wall that's just lights.
Mood lights. Red for when I'm angry.
It used to be for my streaming setup.
Red for when I'm angry, and which is all the time. It's always on red.
No, it's always on regular color. I didn't bump it on my knee at all.
Just put the thing down.
I can't help it. My name's Fidget for a reason.
That's my name.
So, do we have much more to say on this subject? I feel like this episode's going to be kind of short. I'm still with you guys. She's in Colorado at this moment when you guys see this video. But I feel like we've kind of said what we need to say. There's one more thing I want to add to this video. We got our drinks right here. There's a little bit of a somber note. We haven't talked about it yet. But one of our dogs passed away last week as of this recording. Last Thursday.
I thought it was Friday.
No, it was on Thursday. Because I still had to go to work the next day. Trust me, I know. I don't forget. But, yes, we had a dog named Reba. And she passed away. We still don't know what happened. But,
all we know is that, her back legs,
I don't know.
Kind of started, giving out on her from...
Yeah.
What Mama Brad was saying. But, I mean, that could literally be caused by, anything.
And I know smaller dogs always have complications. But we don't know. All I know is that she will be missed. And wanted to give a cheers to her. Because all dogs go to heaven. So
That crossed that rainbow bridge.
that's right. So, cheers to you, Reba. Save me a spot. God's got a new pet. All right, everybody. Until next time, which we're about to record another episode because we want to double up on you guys. Make sure we have one for when we're gone.
We're gone.
Yes, we're gone. Maybe I'm going to go somewhere. You guys don't know.
You never leave the house.
That's the one time I would leave the house is when you're gone.
Better not be.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go to New Hampshire. Farthest away possible. Maine.
Go to California. That's the farthest away possible.
I was saying from you. Go the opposite direction.
Ew.
All right, guys. Much love. Actually, much love. I'm just going to point to the heart. Easy access. Peace.